everybody, welcome to another video. I'm Chris and this is Jim, and today we are in the beautiful city and the capital, Tirana, Albania.
Now Tirana is located in the northern half of Albania. You can arrive here at their international airport, or you could take a bus here from anywhere else in the country, which is what we did. We just finished coming up from the town of Saranda, where we spent the last month.
So we're going to spend the next 3 days here in the capital of Tirana. We're going to show you around the city and all the highlights and see what we see, and to let you know how we feel about Tirana.
So we're currently standing in the heart of Tirana, which is Skanderbeg Square.
Now I think this is one of the biggest highlights in the city to see. So we're here now and we'll show you around this beautiful square.
Skanderbeg Square is named after Gerberg Castrioti, known as Skanderbeg, a 15th century Albanian nobleman who led the rebellion against the Ottoman Empire. He is a national hero in Albania, and his statue, which stands proudly in the center of the square, is a symbol of Albanian resistance and pride. The square is paved with stones sourced from all over Albania, including different regions like Berat, Shkodra, and Gjirokastër. The square is surrounded by important cultural landmarks, including the National History Museum, the National Opera and Ballet Theatre, the Et'hem Bej Mosque, and the Clock Tower of Tirana.
So the apartment that we booked here is about a 2-minute walk from this square, and we're certainly happy with the location. So if you watch to the end of the video, we'll give you a tour of our accommodations and we'll give you the cost breakdown as well.
So you can get to the center of Tirana via bus from the airport, or go to the airport from the same bus area. It leaves on the hour every hour for 24 hours.
It takes about 30 minutes in duration. Now we were having troubles finding information on getting to and from the airport, but I knew there was one near the Skanderbeg Square and it looks like we found it, but it looks pretty convenient. They have a sign with all the times and it looks like a nice bus. But if you need to get to and from the airport, it looks like this is your spot.
I'm going to put the map location in our description under this video, so check that out. It's very close to Skanderbeg Square, like 100 meters.
Kind of reassuring for us too, because like I said, the busing system in Albania in general has been pretty vague. So to see this here, they've set it up nicely, so this is the spot to get your ride to the airport.
If you'd like to take a taxi service, there's also a taxi stand here, and it gives you fixed pricing for all destinations all over Albania, basically. So you can easily just grab a taxi, you know the price ahead of time, and might be for some people that don't prefer buses.
And especially if there were like 4 of you to take the taxi to get all the way to another city, it's probably good value. I think it was like 40 euros to go to some of the big destinations, which are quite a drive, but I kind of like the fact that you can see a price and decide if that's something that works for you.
Like most places around Albania that we've seen, you're gonna find these incredible fruit stands. They're everywhere. It's fresh fruit. Seems like watermelon is the big thing here. Massive watermelons everywhere we go, but always fresh fruit stands everywhere. So if you Google the new bazaar, you'll find this place. And yesterday we came across it, but it was Sunday evening and not much really going on. There's a lot of vendors were closed up, but now it's open during the week here. It's got quite a bit of variety of things that you can get, all the local artists and stuff.
I wanna do it all with you by my side. If you're in, meet me here tonight. Be brave and come along, I'll be alright. Promise we don't need no brake lights. We can travel the world, so just say yes. Choose to do whatever
There's also an 18th century mosque from the Ottoman Empire that's here in the square that you can go in, and they have some tours in there as well that you can go check out. That's something that you can do right around the square area.
Northern lights, see the stars in the open wild. Catch a glimpse of Panama. We don't need a map. I'll let you know when we've arrived. Yeah, we can travel the world, so just say yes. Choose to do whatever comes next. This or that, getting drunk on whiskey on a Tuesday night. We're drinking red wine by an open fire, make love or fight. This or that.
The Pyramid of Tirana is one of the most intriguing landmarks in Albania. It was originally built in 1988 as a museum dedicated to Enver Hoxha, the longtime communist leader of Albania. At the time, it was considered one of the most expensive structures ever constructed in Albania. So Chris has elected me to go to the top of the pyramid. So I'm gonna go check it out. I don't know how many stairs it is, but it's like 38 degrees and it's hot, but she chose not to do it. And I said, we gotta do it for you guys on the vlog. So we're going up to the top of there. I'm gonna be winded because I'm out of shape and it's hot, so don't laugh. Okay, we did it. I didn't count how many stairs. I'm gonna show you the views from the top of this. It's a weird structure, but yes, check it out. Chris is way down there. Get a good view of all the buildings around us. And one of the things I love about the city is that you get these epic mountain views over here as well. Good views, good city views. I guess like Chris said, it's a little bit of a strange structure. I think I counted 110 stairs. Really not that bad, especially if you walk it slow. I sprinted the whole way up though, so I'm burnt.
They can come in this bunker and know every piece is
Bunk'Art 2 is a unique museum in Tirana, Albania, housed in a large underground bunker built during the communist era. The bunker was originally constructed during the communist regime under Enver Hoxha. It's intended to protect the Albanian government and Ministry of Internal Affairs officials in case of a nuclear attack. The Bunk'Art 2 was transformed into a museum to showcase the history of the Albanian Ministry of Internal Affairs, the police, and the secret police, the Sigurimi. The museum features various exhibits, including documents, photographs, and equipment used by the Sigurimi. It also highlights the stories of political prisoners and oppression faced by the Albanians during the communist era. This is located near the center of Tirana, close to the Ministry of Internal Affairs, making it accessible to both locals and tourists interested in Albania's recent history. So we just finished our tour of the Bunk'Art 2. We spent approximately an hour, but you can go at your own leisure in and out of every room, and it kind of teaches you the history of the Albanian past. This was a real eye-opener to come see. If you like history, come check out the Bunk'Art 2 museum because you will learn a lot. It is a dark history.
Very dark.
You know, for the €9, it's worth it just to understand the culture, the history of the communist regime.
Kind of makes you feel a little sad though that this can happen in our world, but it's still happening all in other places sadly. But I think we're gonna go reflect on this and maybe go have an Aperol spritz or a glass of wine.
Yes. Sushi bar and a Burger King. Probably the best pasta we've had in Albania. and definitely one of the top 3 meals we've had while we were in Albania. Come check this out when you're in Tirana. They only have 10 tables, so make sure you book early. So we just entered the Tirana Castle, which was built between the 4th and 6th century in the early Byzantine era. And they've now repurposed this whole place into a trendy restaurant slash bar area so that you could walk around and sit and have a drink. It just looks really cool. You can walk around the outside of the old walls. I think that's all that's remaining of the castle. Kind of interesting how they repurposed this whole thing.
This is a good day as any to start the
What a great little walking street that is, right by the Tirana Castle. And yeah, there's no vehicles or anything like that. A bunch of restaurants around there and everything. And it's really pedestrian friendly around here. This monument is a memorial to the communist isolation and is dedicated to the memory of those who suffered under the oppressive communist regime in Albania, particularly those who were isolated, imprisoned, and executed. We're currently walking through Tirana Park. It's a nice big park. There's lots of green spaces here so far that we found in Tirana, and it's absolutely just beautiful.
And there's the Tirana Casino.
There's the Tirana Casino.
There's no time to borrow. Today is a good day to live.
We just stumbled across this shopping street. It has a lot of coffee stuff and a lot of pricing that's a lot lower than everywhere else we've been seeing. So just kind of stumbled across it. I'm going to put the link of where this is in the description. It's not far from Skanderbeg Square, so it's easy to walk to. It's only like 5 minutes away from there, and then you can get a whole bunch of shopping, because guess who's shopping right now? There she is. It's funny how she just stumbles across these things all the time. Oh look, just stumbled across this place. So even though Chris is the shopper in the family, I get things that are practical. So I got a new suitcase because after 4 years mine finally broke, and this was a great deal. I think I got it for €40, which is probably way too much, but it's carbon.
So they say.
So they say. So yay, bonus for me, new suitcase on Chris's shopping day.
He usually comes home with more stuff than I do, just so you know.
Good day today and not tomorrow. There's no time.
Come across the strangest places when you're just walking randomly in the streets. The family of Mother Teresa lived there. Interesting. Couldn't go in, but there's a sign there. Now, Tirana Park is located in the southern part of the city. It is 230 hectares, or just over 560 acres of green space. And there's a artificial lake here in the middle. They call this the green lung of Tirana because of all the trees and the biodiversity here in the city. A lot of paths around here. There's an amphitheater, outdoor movie place that they have movies every night as well. And this guy.
Mendonja, Mendonja, mesni meshuidonja, shkërqimin e syçkave të saj. Thank you, faleminderit. Faleminderit, oh, Rosh. Faleminderit. Thank you.
Thank you. Faleminderit.
Today is a good day today and not tomorrow. There's no time.
One of the very popular restaurants here is the Smokehouse Bar and Grill here in Tirana and in the Bluko neighborhood. This neighborhood has amazing restaurants and bars. So Chris and I are going to treat ourselves. We haven't had a steak in a long time, We've skimped on a few places. Now we're gonna treat ourselves. So this place, highly rated. Let's go have a great steak. And when you're here in Tirana, if you are craving some great smokehouse meals, then this is the place to come because the reviews are amazing.
So we ordered the grilled vegetables and we ordered the yogurt and the traditional bread. So we also ordered the tomahawk steak. Now what they do is they have choices of different cuts here, but we ordered the tomahawk and they brought it out and showed us the pictures of the steak first. And it was €34 for this whole steak, and they cut it up. It's enough probably for more than two, but it looks fabulous. It smells amazing. Now, I don't know what this would look like at a steakhouse in Canada. Probably looking at the wine and everything like a $250, $300 meal, if not more. But here in Albania, we're gonna give ourselves a little bit of a treat. It's a little expensive for here. However, for what we get, we feel like it's good value.
It was absolutely amazing. Chris said it was her top 5 steaks she's ever had in a restaurant. It was unbelievable. Can't say enough good things about this restaurant. Come check it out when you're here in Tirana.
We're right in a central location, close to the bars and areas and close to one of the big squares. I think it's about 70 Canadian a night. We get a little apartment, have a nice little couch sitting area, a little place to eat and work. It's like a nice new kitchen actually. The kettle and some things to make and nice bed. It's nicely lit. Also has a nice bathroom. The bathroom looks all new and shiny. Lots of nice lighting that I can't figure out. Anyway, this is right in the heart of Tirana.
Leave your comment below of your favorite steak place you've ever had.
Almost got run over. Good thing I stepped up onto the curb.
Albania, Albania.
Do